How's it going, everybody? Today I have part one of a three-part video that will show you guys how to make a Boston cream puff, what is known as a profiterole. But today I'm showing you how to make the actual vanilla custard that goes on the inside. These are the ingredients that it's going to require. We have 3 large egg yolks, 3 cups of milk, a half a cup of sugar, a third of a cup of cornstarch, 3/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm using powdered extract. You can use the liquid. When you use a powder, just use a little less than that. I would say half a teaspoon because the powdered is a little strong. And of course, every recipe deserves a pinch of salt. It doesn't matter if you're making a dessert or not, the pinch of salt makes a difference. So what you want to do to start off this recipe is you're going to beat the egg yolks in a medium bowl or a glass bowl like the one I have here. What I like to do though is add a little bit of the milk first. Because when you do mix up egg yolks, they tend to stick to whatever bowl you're using. So I like to put a little bit of the milk first so they don't stick. Okay, now that they're mixed up, you're going to slowly add the milk. The point of adding the milk in slowly like that is if you add it all at once and then try to mix it, sometimes it's hard to do. The egg yolk separates from the milk. But this way, it's all mixed in. And you can see it didn't really stick on the bottom of the bowl. Right there. Okay, now that you have this milk mixture, you're going to put it over to the side. Oh, watch you knock over your ingredients. And we're going to switch to a pot. You're going to turn it on to medium, high. And right now what you want to do is on medium low heat, stirring constantly when you're adding it all together, is you're going to add the sugar, cornstarch, and the salt while the element is heating up. And you're going to put a small amount of your egg milk mixture because you want to turn it into a paste. Well, you're going to make a little bit of a mess. Because again, if you mix all of the liquid in all at once, there's a chance that you're going to get clumps. Mix in a little bit and you can break it up much easier. Let me just clean this up a little. And now you want to mix little at a time. To make sure it doesn't clump up. Okay, once you notice that there's no chance of it clumping, you can just add the remaining milk and egg mixture. Okay, you're still holding on to the vanilla for a little bit. Okay, for the next 20 minutes, stirring constantly to make sure that it doesn't stick to the bottom. You want it to get to a slow simmer and then continue stirring because it's going to start to thicken up. But it's going to take anywhere between 20 and 25 minutes to do this. So I'll be back. Now, while you are stirring, take a second to set yourself up with a nice bowl. I like to use glass because it cools off nice and easy in a glass container, and it spreads it out more on the bottom because it's flat. And also make sure you have a spatula to pull the vanilla custard out into here in a quick form. Okay, now after the 23 minutes that I've been doing this, it's getting to the proper thickness. You see that it's bubbling, which means it's at proper temperature. You want to get it to the exact spot that makes custard perfect. Not too thick, not too thin. Exactly where you need it to be for your porcelain cream puffs. You can also use this for chocolate eclairs or full-on Boston cream donuts or Boston cream pie. This is the consistency that you would be looking for right here. Because remember, when it cools, it's going to thicken even more. And you can't use it when it's hot. That's a no-no. Okay, make sure you turn off the element. Give this a second. See, it shouldn't be clumpy, which is exactly what you see right now. No clumpiness, nice and smooth, creamy texture. I'm going to grab my spatula and I'm going to clean the entire pot. Because why waste any of it? And you know you did the custard right when it's not burn spots on the bottom. If there's burn spots, this is going to taste a little bit more like a caramel custard. I'm not saying you won't be able to use it, but it definitely will have that flavor going for it. So to help it cool, I have a bowl that I had in the freezer full of ice, and it's going to rest right in there. And so it doesn't form a skin, I need you to just mix it up. Otherwise, a skin will form. Look how smooth that looks. And if you see any lumps, don't worry. Most of the time, if you did it correctly, it's just air bubbles. Yep, see, that was an air bubble. If you cooked it too fast, there will be lumps. It does tend to clump up. Okay, just so this video doesn't go into overtime here. Once it cools down a little bit more than that and you've mixed it a few more times, you're going to take a piece of plastic wrap and you're going to literally put it right up against the custard, making sure there's no air. This way, no skin will form and you don't waste any of the custard. When you're ready to use it, you just pull the plastic off and you throw it right out. Okay, this is part 1 of a 3-part video. I hope you guys enjoy the vanilla custard. What I forgot to mention is make sure you add the vanilla at this time. Mix it right in. Make sure you get all the corners. You want that vanilla flavoring to go all the way through. And now you can put your cellophane on.